Everyone. Today we talk about the important called topic is message broker. Okay, and we also take the practical example. So let's talk about the starting with. Okay, so first we talk about this concept. Where is concept is used? This concept are used in microservice architecture and event-driven architecture and distributed system. Okay, so let's talk about in details. So first we talk about what is message broker. Okay, so a message broker is a middleware system. Middleware system that allow different application or service to communicate with each other using messages that allow different application or service to communicate with each other using messages. Okay, so instead of service like instead of service talking directly, they send message to a broker. Okay, the broker deliver the message to the correct service. Okay, so let's talk about some popular message broker. Okay, so the let's talk about the RabbitMQ, Apache Kafka, ActiveMQ, and also they have Azure Service Bus. Okay, so let's talk about the second question. Why do we need a message broker? Okay, so without message broker, what we can do? So let's talk about the scenario. Without message broker, what happening? The service A, they have directly call service B. Okay, what the problem they have caused? they have tight coupled, and if service B is down, what the happen? System fail, and there is hard to scale. Okay, and let's talk about the views with message broker. Okay, the service A send a message. They send a message to broker to service B. Okay, so what they have benefits they introduce? Hello. ठीक है. इंटरनली क्रिएट नहीं कर पा रहा है किसी. हो सकता है. ये हो सकता है. तो क्यूज में क्या सोल्यूशन डिफाइन कर पा रहे हैं? एक दो बार टेस्ट करके देखिए कि करने दे रहा है कि दो तीन और तरीके से बनता है या नहीं. अब किसी और तरीके से तो नहीं बन जा रहा है. नहीं 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 नहीं. अभी सिर्फ चेक करना वो क्या रहा है. तो फिर ठीक है. और तो दूसरे तरीके से बन सकता है या नहीं, चेक कर लेना. हाँ तो वो डायरेक्ट एंट्री कर दिया होगा वो लोग. तो छोड़ दीजिए, फिर उस पर ध्यान कम रख दीजिए. मैनुअली एंट्री कर देगा तो उसको हल के हम लोग गारंटी नहीं ले सकते. ठीक है. बाकी और ठीक, दूसरे प्रॉब्लम वगैरह को एनालाइज करके रखिए. ठीक है. Okay, so what they have benefits they introduce it. So the first benefit is provide loose coupling, and better scalability, and they have readable communication. They also introduce reliable communication. Okay, so let's take the real world example. Okay, so let's take example e-commerce order system. Okay, so the user placed order. Instead of do everything in one service, what they have introduced, they have order create, and other services consume it. Okay, like payment service, email service, inventory service, and shipping service. Okay, each service work independently. Okay, so let's take some core component. Okay, so message broker is system using have usually have producer and they're responsible to send message. And another is queue topic, queue or topic. They have store messages. And third one is consumer. They have produce message, process message. Okay, so let's talk about the flow. So producer, then producer go through broker, then message go through queue, and then we go through consumer. Okay, so now let's go through the practical example. Okay, so we first talk about the RabbitMQ. So let's get started. Okay, so what we need to something use. So let's create a sample producer and consumer. So first install RabbitMQ. Okay, so let's start with. Okay, so install the RabbitMQ. You can also inside the Docker, open source message, reverse proxy. They must have some Windows. Docker Cloud, download, window installer. Okay, they start downloading. Earlier could not be detected. You must install earlier by co-installing RabbitMQ. Would you like to install? We also need to install download window installer. Open OTP win. Okay, for before we just create some another .NET packages. Okay, let's create a new. Learn my function app. GraphQL retriever. Let's create another folder. Just open it. Okay, let's create a folder for RabbitMQ. Let's go through console. Go to RabbitMQ and create. Let's create a project. Okay, so let's create a .NET project. Okay, so first we need to create a project. .NET Neo console, RabbitMQ client. Just use .NET Neo console. The name is RabbitMQ. Spelling mistake. Let's create. CONSOLE. When you say capital word. Let's create YJust command. What we have missed. So what I have missed. Oh, we capital small. We have just a spelling mistake. Okay. So now add the package. .NET add packages. Okay. Now RabbitMQ client is successfully created. Some NuGet package are installing. Start. Let's check some files. They also create some SCS project program.cs. The OBJ all file just to build it. Let's start the project. हेलो अच्छा चिकन है वो चिकन पे देखिए तो हाँ चिकन देखिए तो चिकन का क्या okay the program is running perfectly fine the output is returned and now let's we create some okay let's create a RabbitMQ client RabbitMQ.client and using system.text okay and then we create a factory hello डेट कब का है 21/7/2025 नीचे से हटवाया गया होगा किसी रीजन से 30 तक अगर 30 करके ठीक है तो आप 30 करके आगे बढ़ जाइए हाँ 30 पे लॉक करके आगे बढ़ जाइए okay factory is equal to new connection factory and they have properties hostname and they have just after running they provided this is the message broker provider it may be okay so the host name is added and now we create a connection using where connection is equal to factory dot create connection okay create connection is sync let's see what we can do inside because the connection is created connection is equal to create connection create connection async. Let's talk about the connection async first. Using where connection is going to create connection new, okay, and then we're using channel is equal to connection dot create model list. Create model. We also create async. Create model async, and then we channel channel dot query queue declare. We create queue, queue have some order. Let's take order. With pass double durable, and then executes exclusive. Exclusive false. And auto delete. False. Okay. So we query declaration we have created, and then create a message. Order created. AI is too more distant. Okay, a message is created, order created, and then we create a body. Body is equal to encoding UTF UTF-8 dot get bytes messages. Okay, and then channel basic publisher basic publish exchange. They have exchange blank, routing order, orders, basic properties null, and then body is equal to body currently created, just close it. Okay, and then we have recreate console.writeLine. Message sent. So message sent successfully, and producer sends message to queue. This will proceed. Producer send message to queue. Okay. And there is a problem. Let me see how can fix it. Cannot create connection as synchronous. Okay, so this is a producer. We need to create a sync. Create model async. Maybe some issues. Okay, so let's create a receiver. Okay. So proceed. Okay, let's check if it is run or not. Spelling mistake. .NET run. We have some issues. The error comes. Task container does not contain the default connection able to accessible execution. Okay, we take further. We just create a new PowerShell. .NET new console. App name is receiver. .NET new console -n. Oh, I missed. Put there. The receiver is created. Go to CD. RabbitMQ receiver. CD RabbitMQ Is that created or not? RabbitMQ client. The new project is not created. RabbitMQ client. .NET new console and .NET MQ receiver. No template reception machine console. Still missing. Spelling mistakes. New RabbitMQ receiver. Now these are going to create it. RabbitMQ receiver. We just add the package. RabbitMQ client. The package should be added. Inside RabbitMQ, they have two RabbitMQ receiver, producer, and we will just same again. On the receiver side, we have same. RabbitMQ client, and we also using RabbitMQ dot client events. Okay, using system.text, and we start with where factory is equal to new connection, and the connection is same host name. Is equal to localhost. And we create a connection equal to factory dot create connection async, and again using where channel equal to connection dot create model. Create model async. Spelling mistake. And then we create channel queue declare. Let's add the power plug. Okay, so where we go, channel dot q declare, and they pass the parameters on q. You have, hello, जी, हम्म, अच्छा, जी, हम्म, अभी आए हुए हैं, अभी तो हम लंच के लिए आ गए हैं। जी, जस्ट थोड़ी देर पहले निकल भी किए थे, अभी लेट से। तो इस पे सारा प्रोसेस ए टू जेड सब समझना होगा, एक बार करके भी देखना होगा, प्रोसेस से क्लियर होगा। हम्म, जी, जी, जी।